Sarvattomanandaji Maharaj, our revered Assistant Administrative Head of the Faculty Center for Integrated Rural Development and Management, Swami Shivapuranandaji Maharaj, our respected Program Coordinator, Professor P.K. Nag, our distinguished participants from Europe and Central Asia, faculty members, technical and administrative staff members, fellow colleagues, and students. Thank you all for coming and joining us today for the inauguration of the two-day European Commission Erasmus Plus tutorial meeting. We are very proud to be able to host it today here at the main campus of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute. Our revered Vice-Chancellor, Swami Atmapriyanandaji Maharaj, is not here with us today owing to certain pressing issues. He will hopefully be joining us tomorrow. Just before we get started, we would like to express our gratitude to all of you who so generously helped us to make this event come together smoothly. We couldn't have done it without you. Om Sahana Vavatu. May the Almighty protect us all. We shall commence our program with the holy Shanti mantra chanted by the students of the School of Environment and Disaster Management.
Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvisavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shanno Mitra Shang Varunaha Shanno Bhavattaryama Shanno Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnu Rurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmashi Tvameva pratyaksham brahma vadishyami Ritam vadishyami Satyam vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadbhaktaramavatu Avatu mam Avatu bhaktaram. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Bhadrang Karne Vishnuvamadevah Bhadrang Pashyemakshaviryayatraha Sthirairangai Suštubhagyam Shastanubhihi Vyashema Devahitai Yadayuhu Swasti no Indro Vriddhasavaha Swasti no Pusha Vishwavedaha Swasti Nakstasho Arishthanemi Swasti no Brihaspati Dadhatu. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Pranamastu.
We would request our students to greet our Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor of Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Educational and Research Institute, Swami Sarvattomanandaji Maharaj, with a bouquet. We would request our students to welcome Dr. Claudio Colosio with a bouquet. We would request our students to present a bouquet to our revered Assistant Administrative Head of the IRDM Faculty Center, Swami Shiva Purnanandaji Maharaj. We would now request our students to welcome each of our distinguished guests from Europe and Central Asia with a bouquet. We would request our students to present a bouquet to our respected Professor P.K. Nag. We would now request our respected program coordinator, Professor P.K. Nag, to give us an overview of the program, its underpinning principles, and its objectives.
Very good morning to all of you, and once again I welcome you all to Ramakrishna Mission. Visiting Ramakrishna Mission or Belur Mott, or getting the opportunity of coming to this campus and Mott by itself is a heavenly blessings to all of us, and we are no exceptions. The campus is situated by the bank of Mother Ganges, and the program being held here, putting this academic slanting more worthy of its occurrence and coming all of us together. With these few words, I would once again reiterate my statement that we are very proud, we are happy that Erasmus Plus program is organized at this center. While I welcome to all my colleagues their painstaking effort in making this possible, my special moments to Pro Vice Chancellor for making it possible to grace this occasion. Some years back, nearly, Claudio can correct my dates, roughly about 3.5 years back, we received a letter from Claudio Colosio that we are looking for a partner from India. Can you suggest who can participate in this program? I had my many years of involvement with him for various other activities, and obviously I immediately approached our Vice Chancellor, Swami Atma Priyanandaji. As always, he was very, very proactive and suggestive. It's a good, you just go ahead. And that is how we entered into this program. The program was originally occupational health, and environmental health, public health care. But the university was running a program called Environment and Disaster Management. So I had to request him that all our programs will have to slanted towards environmental health, which fits to our broad objectives. And that's how we started preparing our all documentations to European Commissions. You all know, getting through this process of application was a very tough job for Claudio and Kenish. And we were just supporting them to make it possible. That's how this Erasmus Plus tutorial meeting. Tutorial is not a word, it's a very weak sentence stating the strengthening of the academic programs in Central Asia and Europe. And we were one of the party in this cluster of 14 universities. And then there is no look back. We just moved on. We developed our programs, we modified some changes, we made some changes in our curricula, setting the objectives of this. Our commitment to Erasmus Plus tutorial program was that we'll strengthen our postgraduate program, the MSc that we started. We'll strengthen this program, and also simultaneously we'll also further take students from that group into our doctoral programs. We already have these programs, only thing we made more further commitment that the sustainability of the program continues beyond the boundary of the project outline of the Erasmus Plus. I believe that we are in a right motion. Now we have got nearly 21 students, and the numbers are increasing. And again in the month of July, we will have another nearly 15 students. We have got more uptake capacity, but we conservatively we are saying that 15 more students will take, and a couple of students for the postgraduate doctoral program. Under the Erasmus program, we have taken environmental health issue as a priority. So we little deviated from the conventional occupational health. Occupational health talks about the diseases, the hazards, disorders in and around an occupational activity. When we talk about the environmental hazards or environmental health issues, we go a little beyond, because the natural environment is also a significant component of this whole scenario that for burden load falls on the population. This is important in the country like ours, because we come across various kinds of disaster at regular frequency. We have some documents we'll show you that the rate of occurrence of major disasters about 50 years back is only 1 out of 30 years. And gradually, in the last decade, the number has come down to 4. One major disaster is taking place in every 4 years. When you say major disaster, it doesn't define the so-called disaster of the WHO. Because we talk about hundreds of people died, millions of people are affected. The scenario is completely different than what the WHO defined, that if 10 people died, 100 people affected, we call it a disaster. So those kind of disaster takes place in India every day. So we really don't count them. Our scenario is completely different, and we only try to teach our students to recognize this difference and only try to develop some kind of a skill in them that they can be prepared tomorrow to meet up with those challenges that country like this India will face. I believe that during these 2 days of deliberations, we'll bring out more inputs to this whole exercise. I have many things to say, but will restrain myself. Thank you once again for making it possible to all of you to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your views with us. We would request Dr. Claudio Colosio, our distinguished program coordinator from the University of Milan, to enlighten us with his views on the program.
Good morning, everybody. It is a pleasure and an honor being with you today. And let's say I'm proud to be here with you because the fact that we have this meeting now demonstrates the success of our program that I had the luckiness and the privilege of coordinating. So I'm very happy for that. As for my presentation, I plan to do a two-stage approach. First, I want to show you this project in the frame of the Erasmus Plus program with all the activities related to the mainstream of teaching and innovating teaching in our universities. And the second is introducing these 2 days. So, if you chairs allow me, I'd like to ask my colleague and friend Kenesh Zuzupov, Professor Zuzupov, to do the first part, that is the introduction, a general introduction to the project. And then I will continue talking about these 2 days. Is okay to you? Okay, good. So I stay with him because we have been working together since 2012, just to tell you how long is the track we are running.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I consider myself very lucky to be here at this mission, to have some small steps close to your Indian philosophy and Indian human, maybe soul. And I'm very happy to be in India at all, to visit your university, and also I was in Gandhinagar before. So let me introduce our project to you. So our project called strengthening network for education, research and innovation in environmental health in Asia. So this project is ending, so this year is the last year. So we had 3 fruitful years. So wider aims of this project is strengthen research capacities in partner countries in areas of public health, promoting a sound exchange of information and building capacities between higher education institutions of European Union and Central Asia. So what was objectives? They are, you see, foster professional competencies of our teachers. Our teachers, you know that Central Asian republics, we are post-Soviet republics. When Soviet Union collapsed, we almost lost our teaching and research capacities. So that's why we had to rebuild, renovate, and strengthen our teaching capacities as well as research capacities. So, and we also aimed at revising existing curricula, you see, and implementing new teaching and research methods. So what is composition of our project consortium? You see that we have 5 European Union institutions, 10 Central Asian and 2 Indian institutions. So from Milano, Estonia, Germany, also Kyrgyzstan. I'm from Kyrgyzstan. So Kazakhstan, 3 universities and 2 universities from Tajikistan, and we are very happy to have also 2 Indian institutions, particularly this Ramakrishna Vivekananda University. So what we achieved. So during these 3 years, we have organized 2 summer schools. First summer school we organized in at the base of University of Milano, Tartu, and Technical University of Berlin, and where we familiarized with achievements of these of our European partners. And then the second summer school we had in our country at Isikul. So, and then we provided some international days at our partner universities in Central Asia, and today we have these international days at your place. So we, of course, the level of Indian university is not comparable to our Central Asian universities, so we established laboratories thanks to this program, and we tried to introduce new master courses in environmental health, in occupational health, and public health in different universities of Central Asia. So you see that we have trained around more than 100 teachers at our universities. So, and then we introduced several master courses. So that is our achievements. So that is shortly about our projects. Thank you. Yeah, no, this is not. Yeah, I will take it. I'm sorry. I have to. Okay, I take it. No, I don't have.
Yes, yes, it's here. Okay, now we go to the tutorial activity, and in particular to what we're about to do today and in which frame. We have organized these, we called it International Days, to give a chance to each institution, part of the consortium, to spend a couple of days to discuss about the main topics on the table, to harmonize the approach, to let teacher and students reach the mainstream of what we are doing. So after these 2 days, I hope that those who have participated will be first aware about the tutorial project, know something that I don't know if for you is new, but it is very important that it is a principle of blended learning, and I tell you in few words that with the term blended learning, we intend a mix of direct teaching and distant learning activities using the new technologies and using the web. This is very important, I think, in big countries. So I think that also in India might be very important because let's say I'm thinking at Central Asia. In Central Asia we have countries very, very big with very big distances like Kazakhstan, 4 times bigger than France with 18 millions. So I think all the Kazakhs can live in Mumbai just to appreciate the differences. And Kyrgyz and Tajikistan made of mountains, so no big distances, but remoteness, difficulties of joining people. And India is an unbelievably big country. For me, Italian, this is something bigger than I can even imagine. When I walk around, I can understand how big you are. So maybe also for you it might be useful to have programs which can join different universities. Let's say you can run a course here and the course can be followed in Kerala, or a course is running in Goa and somebody can listen the course in Delhi. I think it is a way to harmonize higher education, very important, and this is the main frame of the project. Then we are also discussing about innovative educational tool, and we will discuss about different methods of surveillance of occupation and environmental diseases. 2 words regarding Erasmus project. Maybe here from India you did not know why we call this program Erasmus. It is in honor of Erasmus, which was born in Howrah, the Netherlands, and used to live in 1460s. And in his life, he promoted and disseminated education from city to city, giving everybody a chance to improve knowledge and to try new educational approaches. So this is the reason why we call the project Erasmus, and I want to tell something to your teachers and to you students. The Erasmus program creates the mobility of 100,000 students in European Union. Now we have a big movement of students who can go to spend full semesters in other universities, from Italy to UK, from UK to Denmark, from Denmark to Greece, etc. And this created a big process of harmonization and friendship. So it is very important. And I want to tell you that also India can be part of the Erasmus mobility. And so you can try in the future to go in this direction, Erasmus mobility. This year I will get, for example, some students from the University of Bishkek. Last year I got students from Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan for a full semester. So don't forget this chance, and don't forget the chance of friendship, and don't forget that nowadays we are proud to say that we have about some thousand weddings, Erasmus wedding, Italian married with Greece, Greece married with Swedish, and some 100,000 Erasmus children, okay? The second point of the Erasmus is Erasmus Plus, that is this project, which is made in the frame of innovation of teaching. We get funding from European Union to do it. You can see that they are the program countries, but you can see that also India is a partner country. And this is the reason why we are here with you today, because it is possible to use European Union money to conduct activities in India. So don't forget, we are in the last semester of the project, but I really hope you can imagine some future development, and we will be happy to support. Just simple, get in touch with us, and we will can think the next steps. This is the program. 2-3-year partnership in higher education institution in all the countries I have shown you. The program. We want to give you in a few hours some knowledge in occupation environmental health, help you become familiar with research methods in occupation environmental health, and able to design and conduct blended learning activities. Anya Wipper is very expert on this, and she will organize a seminar just to talk about this activity. Okay, I skip faculty because you know us, we have seen us. Background, soil erosion, agricultural chemicals, air pollution. Today in Kolkata, I understood that you have here some problem of air pollution, because it is to me 250 particles, that is more than 10 times the recommended limits. So air pollution, but also water pollution. If I well remember, in India, 80% of the water people drinks is not drinkable at all, whilst 20% of people have access to drinkable water. So I think it is very timely discussing these topics here. Nuclear waste, I don't think it is a problem in India, but it is a big problem in Central Asia.
No, here also it is a problem.
Also in India?
We have also nuclear waste.
Okay, so thank you very much. This is a new knowledge for me. So also the theme of nuclear waste is important in this country. Our aims are strength and capacity, are harmonize the approach, and in these 3 years we become really a big family, also in the field of personal relationship. We are in a friendly project. People is happy to work together. We are good friends. We like not only to work together, but also to drink a beer together, to talk together. So this is very good, I think. And now, specific objective, teaching the teacher, revise curricula, so we can also have a look at the curricula. And I think this is particularly interesting, because here my friend Pranab, your professor Nag, told me that your curricula are new and innovative and non-formal, different from the official curriculum. So it might be very interesting to discuss with you about your experience. And then establish laboratories. The participant, in these 2 days, you already got the program. We will work very hard, but I'm sure that after these 2 days, we will have known each other better, and you will have understood how to go ahead among the track we're trying to design here. So thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for having accepted to work with us. Okay. Pranab? Yeah.
So do you want to remove it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I will do that. Now we'll finish the inauguration and then we'll speak on your topic.
Okay, so we remain here and you go to... I continue and I introduce...
After.
So I go and you manage, okay.
We have got some formalities.
Thank you, Dr. Claudio Colosio and Dr. Kenish Zusufov, our distinguished program coordinator from the International School of Medicine, Kyrgyzstan, for enlightening us with your thought-provoking perspectives on the program. We would now request Dr. Claudio Colosio, Dr. Kenish Zusupov, and our Honorable Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Swami Sarvattomananda Ji Maharaj, to launch a monograph comprising humble contributions from the faculty members, research scholars, and the students of the School of Environment and Disaster Management. The compendium comprehensively covers selected topics in the arena of environment and disaster management, including environmental impact assessment, climate change, geoinformatics in environmental visualization, climate projection, thermal image processing, artificial neural network strategy in predicting climate-induced thermoregulatory responses, ICT codes of environmental diseases, quantitative environmental risk assessment, and the emerging environmental acts.
Releasing this. Give them all, show them. Open it.
would request our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Swami Sarvottamananda Ji Maharaj, to enlighten us with his kind words.
Very good morning to everyone. I welcome our guests from Erasmus Commission, European Commission Erasmus, very dear students, teachers, Professor Nag, and other experts. I was told to speak about the university, but I think our students already know, and lot of points were covered by Professor Nag. So I think I will change my topic and I will talk about our vision and mission. I think that would be better. Only thing I will add to Professor Nag, the number of the thrust areas that we work on. I think Professor Nag missed that. So Professor Claudio was asking that, so our fields are, one is disaster management, as you know, other one is disabilities management, that was in Coimbatore, then rural and tribal development, and fourth area was value education. So we have disaster management, then disability second, third is rural and tribal development, and fourth is value education. We started with these four, then Indian spiritual heritage was added as a fifth thrust area, and later on we also added sciences and yoga to it. I am not an expert in environmental health nor in climate change, so I should not, so I feel afraid to talk about it, anything about it. But to students, I can say, see, one, we have this, we think that when we talk about climate change, we are talking about going to the past. So it means that what we think is that in the past is very good, and we should actually try to go to the past like the climate that was in the past. It is not like that. We should always be forward-looking. But the thing is, because of a lot of climate change, some things are like there is some destruction going on, some because of pollution, because of industrial waste, ozone layer is also, those are very real problems. So we have to stop the disastrous things, and then we have to preserve what is already there, the natural resources, the environmental resources that are already there. So we have to stop the disasters, stop the disastrous change, then we have to preserve something, preserve what is already there. And last of it, we should add to it. So when we talk about climate change, it is not that we want to maintain a status quo. What we want is really, we want to improve the climate. So we should think in, see, it is impossible to go back. So that is why don't think of like we should go to the past. It's really impossible. So for my opinion to climate change is, what we have to preserve and stop the destruction and preserve what we have and improve it. So this improvement also we have to think. Like for example, where there you have to improve the green cover of the country, decrease the pollution, improve your water situation, and other things. So there are really experts in our midst. They know more about it, and they will talk about it in the next few sessions. What I wish to talk about, the mission and vision of our Ramakrishna mission. Many of our students also, they don't know. So this is for the information of our guests and for the knowledge of our students also, because even though they are our students, so they have come from like, let us see what is there in the our institution, but our institutions are a little bit different. So we have some mission and vision with our in our educational policy. So I saw one of the slides of Dr. Claudio. So there, Erasmus had this key, the education makes us human. So he said that, he claimed, but actually we believe it. So we believe that education is the method by which we are made humans. So I fully believe in this, the philosophy of enlightenment. Like, in fact, Swami Vivekananda said that it is what we want is man-making education. So education makes us man. See, our name contains mission, so we believe in social intervention. So even though it doesn't seem like we have a lot of, we put a lot of effort in social intervention, but actually we believe. But our methods are different. So that is why you may think that, no, we are not doing any social intervention. Our method is like, we want everyone should develop naturally. So we don't give a program, we don't fix a program for the society. But our method is everyone should study, everyone should know about the things, should have knowledge, and education is the method. And then they can fix their own goals. So that is how we talk about social. So we directly, for example, climate change, or in fact other social problems also, we don't think that we should directly intervene. What we want is that we should give education, and then they will decide themselves what is their future action. So that is our vision and mission. So when we say that education is the perfection, is the manifestation of perfection already in man, or Swamiji's other thing is that society, the goal of society also. See, these things are actually, when I talk about vision and mission, so we have to fix a goal of the society. Then we will say that what is the policy of education. So our goal of the society, our goal of what is the goal of culture like. So our goal of society is that society is the highest, where the highest ideals become practical. So Swamiji said this, Swami Vivekananda said this. So our goal is the society where highest ideals are become practical. And for that, the only method that we propose is actually education. So for us, education is the panacea of all ills of the society. So whatever the social inequality, poverty, health problems, and other things that we see. So for us, for example, education is the only solution by which the society can solve its problems. So with this, I will finish my brief, whatever introduction I had for this. So because already we had the time is for the tea. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Maharaj, for your kind words of wisdom and encouragement. We would like to thank all the speakers for sharing with us their insights on the objectives of the Erasmus Plus tutorial program. We would once more like to extend a very warm welcome to all our guests and participants who have blessed us with their presence. We shall resume our session after a short tea break.